What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and today I want to talk about Squidgrow because, ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing Squidgrow do some, I would say, extraordinary things because we're seeing a whale of enormous proportions. They are dumping their whole bag. And do you know how the Squidgrow community responded? Well, they took the initiative. They took that whale by the fins and they literally bought the whole whale and then some. So this whale, I would say, is going to start crying because, well, they probably didn't get the amount they wanted. And yeah, the money they got was good, but I'm telling you folks, the money can be even better. So why would you sell for peanuts when you can get the whole bag? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, the whale did a bad thing here. But what I am going to say is that this whale is most likely going to come back and buy at a higher price and get a smaller bag because of their impatience, because they saw a little bit of uncertainty and they said, you know what, I'm itching here, guys, I'm scared, so I'm going to dump not a little bit but the whole bag like a dummy. So I want to cover what this whale did in particular so we can understand and examine so we know what not to do in the future. So what I'm referring to here is that you can see on a chart here, folks, this big sale of this whale was around 1:30 in the morning, August 2nd, 2022, and he sold for about $308,000. And then they were met by 1:45, and they were met with $486,000 of buying. So basically, the buying literally was 50% higher than what was sold. And this is why you saw a huge flash crash to a flash bounce. Generally speaking, when you see a big whale sell like this and they take the charts down this much in a big red candlestick, generally speaking, it triggers more fearsome selling. But there's an issue here, folks. The issue is that they sold at 1:30 a.m. and that is my time. And that means that people, well, they were most likely sleeping. And if you're sleeping, well, you're selling against yourself because there isn't as many buyers. But clearly, I am proven wrong by this because there was tons of people ready to buy immediately. So instead of triggering a sell-off, what they triggered was a buy on or a buy the dip opportunity. And these people increased their bags. And this is great because you have one whale turning into many smaller, larger holders. And this actually creates stability for Squidgrow. And I would say we're early because Squidgrow isn't even like 3 months old yet. It's going to be at most 2 months. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have way more legs to go because right now we are at around 10,000 holders. But remember, folks, the amount of marketing that is coming into this cryptocurrency, this KuCoin, and ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, folks, the flies are buzzing around this KuCoin. It is amazing. Even I fall on this poo. But what I want to say is that I do want to buy the dip as well. I do want to increase my bag. But the only issue is that this person, this individual, this whale, they decided to sell when I was asleep, so I didn't get the opportunity to buy the dip, but many people did. And as you know, Squidgrow is a international token. It goes everywhere. It is borderless. So even though it's the morning for me, it could be the late evening for you. It could be your lunchtime. So people are always ready to buy these dips. And this is fantastic because this demonstrates how strong the Squidgrow community is, and it's bar none as of the moment. So I want to cover the transaction history of this individual who decided to sell all of their Squidgrow. So you can see, folks, they were staking. What we're seeing here is also that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions. And they started off with a tester, which is very smart, of 2 BNB. And he sold 150, 150, 150, 150, 100. This equates to about 700 plus BNB. So we can see here, folks, this individual sold over 700 plus BNB in a span of about, I would say, under 5 minutes. Now, there are some transactions that failed, maybe because of gas, because the price was moving down so fast, so PancakeSwap was not able to, well, keep up. Now, had this individual just sold a little bit at a time, well, they would get a higher value. But instead, they decided, you know what, I want to just sell quick and get whatever I can get. So instead of getting, say, like a lot more, they're getting 700 plus BNB. Now, this isn't bad by any means. I would say this individual is actually very smart. They also got free staking Squidgrow tokens. and they sold a ton of this. So they got free money on even more appreciated money. So even though I say they're smart, at the same time, I would say this whale made a huge and I would say amateur mistake, because if this individual wants to buy in at a cheaper price in the future, what they should do is they should hold a ceiling. And this means that every time Squidgrow gets to a certain price, they want to sell there to keep the price always coming back down. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to incite fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, when you do this over time, people will say, oh my God, this ceiling here, this price here, it just will not break. And I would say that this individual, they had the bags to do this. Now, the only question is, why didn't they do it? I would say two reasons. One, either they're amateur, or number two, they want their money ASAP and they want to sell before you could possibly sell. But what they are forgetting is that Squidgrow has a huge momentum right now. So right now, everything is in Squidgrow's favor and their marketing is on point. So with that being said, I believe this whale is losing a ton of gains because they were impatient. Now, had they been patient, they would have got way more than 700 plus BNB. And I can almost say with certainty that that would be true. Now, irregardless of what happens though, there is way and many more catalysts that are coming to Squidgrow. So I want to cover that so we can see what's going on and how powerful Squidgrow really is. Squidgrow. CEX update. We at Squidgrow would like to take this opportunity to announce we will be announcing not one, not two, but 3 T2 exchanges this week. Sit back and enjoy the ride as investors around the world find Squidgrow, crush dips, and fly high. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Squidgrow is doing exactly. They are crushing dips and they're flying high. Again, that whale, it's fantastic because this is an example of one to many. This means that one whale is now distributed to many different wallets, and this means that this gives more price stability to Squidgrow because there are only a handful of whales, and as they disappear over time, this means that Squidgrow will become more and more, you guessed it folks, stable. Because instead of having one person decide, you know what, I'm going to sell and tank it, when you have many different individuals, well, you know what? They may not want to sell at the same time. They may want to sell at different times because they're, guess what, individuals. So this is actually a fantastic thing for Crypto Messiah. Squid and a plant growing. Messiah and Squidgrow. Money bags with Binance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know that Crypto Messiah is a huge Twitter influencer. And when he says something, well, people, generally speaking, flock to it and they start buying it up like crazy. And this is fantastic for Squidgrow because they are getting names, they're getting eyes from the largest and the biggest networked exchanges onto Squidgrow. This will continue to move Squidgrow even higher. It will give people the ability to see it. And as I've been saying before, folks, the most important thing for a new cryptocurrency, blockchain, whatever you want to call it, it's marketing. And they have Dane, and he knows what he's doing because he's targeting all the proper avenues and he's sending Squidgrow to the moon. Here we go. Squidgrow is now live on Dcoin. Are you ready? Trade now. Dcoin Squidgrow. So we can see another exchange listing Squidgrow. Now this is fantastic because on an exchange, generally speaking, you usually have the option of doing a limit buy or a limit sell. So this gives you more accuracy of when you want to buy and when you want to sell. And why is this important? Because on PancakeSwap, on DeFi, you are literally getting whatever is the current price. And if you miss it, you miss it. But with a limit buy or limit sell, you are able to precisely say, you know what, I only want to buy or sell at this particular price. So you are able to maximize your buying power and you are able to maximize your selling power. And long story short, more profits. Squid, we are ramping up our biggest week yet. One ingenious move at a time. Squidgrow changing the game. So we can see that Squidgrow is continuing to move and they are continuing to market and they are doing all the right things in my opinion. Now I do understand and I do want to say this folks, Squidgrow is currently a ton of hype and this is fantastic. Some may say, oh, that's terrible. But remember folks, when you trade cryptocurrency or stocks, you are trading the momentum. And if there's no momentum, there isn't a trade. And we do know Squidgrow is currently forging more partnerships. They're going to create more utilities. Now, what they are done online, well, we have to wait and see because it's still in development and they are going to do what they do behind the scenes. But for me, I am still extremely bullish on Squidgrow. What I want to do is find a dip buying opportunity where I'm actually awake for it. So Mr. Whale or Mr. Whales, the next time you want to sell, please do so when I'm actually awake. Don't do it when I'm sleeping because I would like to increase my bag as well. From my perspective, I am looking to buy a dip. I haven't bought it yet, but I will be doing it and I'll be watching it like a hawk when I'm awake. With that being said, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day and make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you all on the next one.